So there are some things we've changed this year. We've kind of switched some stuff up, and the food's going to be provided by our own Guaranty Cafe, which is located over in the Guaranty Travel Center. They've become very popular with all the locals and travelers like yourselves, and I think they've got a menu of about 100 items. They have some great specials going. If you like soup too, they make some great soup. Taco Tuesday is today for them, so they've gone above and beyond by fixing us some pork sliders and coleslaw, fruit. I'm not sure what else we got, rolls, but anyway, it looks wonderful. It's being served today by our own customer care center. These are the people that go out amongst the crowds. They'll serve you barbecues on the weekends, make contact with you on the phone. They're there not only to serve your food, but anytime you have any questions, just feel free to ask them. They're one of the most helpful teams Guaranty has. We've switched some things up, but we will be having manufacturers every week. We're really excited about who we have here with us today. Terry Muir, our general sales manager, will be up to introduce them shortly. We've changed a few things with our tables. Over here to my left, we have the body shop, we have RV service, and we have parts department. So these guys are here to answer your questions. They're here just for your convenience. Today's the day if you want to have a question for Sue Overland at the body shop. She can answer questions about those peeling decals or fading decals. Maybe you've got a problem with your walls delaminating or electrolysis. Anything you can think of to do with the body shop. Sue's been doing this kind of work for a really long time, and she's a great one to answer your question. I'll let Tim Cook introduce the rest of them a little later. I want to introduce to you now, unless he ran away, Terry Muir, who is our general sales manager. Thank you, Terry.
Hey, thank you very much. Well, we start small every year, so don't panic that you're the only ones here. We start every year this Tuesday, and honestly, we always look forward to a very small launch. So we made about 80 of these today, and so the first thing is we think, what happens if 100 people show up? So anyway, if you join us throughout the year, you'll see that we do this every Tuesday up until Labor Day. We end up, a lot of things get learned, a lot of socializing, but the main thing is we just try and invite people that maybe haven't experienced our store in a while. And at the same time, for those of you who are old friends and old neighbors, you're welcome to come every Tuesday and encourage people to come join us. So as Wendy said, it is a new twist. For the last, I don't know, however many umpteen years, we used to barbecue burgers here. So we decided when we saw that our Google reviews were at 5 points on our travel center and on the kitchen in there, that we decided we should be smart enough to take advantage of that. So we've kind of taken that game and moved it over here this year, and so hopefully everybody gets a chance to enjoy that and spread the word. So thank you very much for that. Today, as Wendy said, we do have some special guests from Winnebago, so we've got kind of a two-pronged approach. We've got people from our direct sales department that work with us with our motorized product. We've got Zach and we've got Anthony. Both those gentlemen represent the motorized coaches that we have. And then from the factory, and we'll say the new factory that Winnebago purchased here a few months ago, we've got Dave and John. Both of them are integral in the production. One is on the plant floor and one is running the production of the company, and so hopefully they can give us some words what they're working on and what we may come to expect. I think without further ado, I'll just let them come up at will. I don't know if you guys have got a plan how you're going to do this, but if you want to come up as a group or individually. So is it Anthony Kellanoni? Is that it?
Anything that starts with a K,
Okay.
I answer to.
Well, how the hell do you pronounce that?
Kaylee Inoy.
Kaylee Inoy.
Yeah.
So it's not Italian then?
Hawaiian.
Ah,
Yeah.
funny.
I get the Italian.
It looks
Portuguese
Italian.
all the time.
All right. Okay.
So,
No, small talk, sorry. Anthony, welcome. Thank you for
thank you
coming.
very much.
Okay. I'll let you guys talk and then
All right.
let me know when you're done.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Terry. And that was a great entrance, by the way. I don't know if everybody else noticed. Terry kind of took off, went to his office, and then when she called for him, he just had a nice, dramatic entrance into the room. But anyway, we're grateful to Guaranty RV for hosting us for this lunch. They are truly a great organization. Winnebago as a company as well, we just want to say thank you to the city of Junction City for welcoming us into town. It's a city with a great heritage in building RVs and quality RVs, and so we're pretty excited to be here. From the sales side, Zach's my boss. I manage sales in the Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Alaska, and everything in between. But things have never been better. We have a great lineup of motorhomes, unique motorhomes that are new to the market, compact coaches, and some of the best new diesel designs, which these guys I'm sure will touch on in a little bit here. But I think Winnebago has nothing but good things to come. We have a great line of products, and the quality, which is what Winnebago is known for, is only getting better and better all the time. So I don't have much, and so I was really just going to kind of introduce these guys here. I'm sure a lot of you have questions about what Winnebago is doing in the town of Junction City, how the facility is coming along, and things like that. So we'll do a quick Q&A if there's any questions for me on the sales side, product questions, anything like that.
What's your newest product, Anthony?
The Winnebago Fuse. Have any of you seen that? #1 chassis in the world by volume. Over 8 million units have sold since this chassis has come out. Most of it has been in Europe, has been sort of around the world. And, you know, the Europeans, they're very familiar with the more compact size coaches. Here in North America, we're just kind of getting into those lines. And so, very fun to drive coach, very versatile. You'd be surprised just how much space there is when you walk inside. That's the comment that I get the most is, for a 24-foot coach, you just feel like there's a lot of space when you get inside of that. So feel free to take a look at that, Winnebago Fuse. Yeah. Boss is giving me the okay, so we're going to move on to, unless you have any other questions, move on to John Mills and David Diamond.
Hi, I'm David Diamond, plant manager here of Winnebago in Junction City. Good news is motorhome manufacturing is back in Junction City. We are, you bet. We have numerous coaches now going down the line. 2 of them are painted and looking really good. So that's fantastic. Primarily what we're doing though is we're setting up our 200,000 square foot factory. We have a lot of equipment that has been purchased, being built off-site for us. Big CNC router machines, all kinds of lamination equipment. And as a matter of fact, a very large machine delivery takes place tomorrow morning, and so things are looking good. Really, the good news, though, is that we're going to be tapping into skilled labor force that formerly worked for companies like Monaco, Safari, Country Coach. There is this very rich and deep set of skills available here, not only in Junction City, but the general Lane County area that we are tapping into. So some of the highest quality manufacturing of RVs that we've ever seen is in this area, and we will be enjoying that labor force. Any questions for me about manufacturing of Winnebagos? Okay, I'd like to introduce our General Manager, John Millis.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. And I, too, want to thank the Guaranty staff for having us out today. Thank you very much for the invitation and the lunch. A phenomenal dealership here in Junction City, Oregon. So David pretty much captured it for the most part, but I did want to touch back on the workers that we have over here that we've hired so far. And David talked about some of the experience they have. We are running initially what we call production pilots. And I don't know if you've heard that expression before, but a pilot is just basically a pre-production unit. And you run pilots when it could be a new floor plan, or there could be possibly a significant change to an existing floor plan or product. So we run these pilots so that the workers can learn what these changes are. So our workers right now that we have over here at the new facility, they're learning to build the new product, but to say that they're learning how to build motorhomes is a real misnomer. Because if you took our staff of 30 right now and you added up all of their motorhome manufacturing experience. It probably would exceed at least a couple of 100 years of motorhome manufacturing experience. But Winnebago is a new motorhome type that they're learning how to build, and I guess the best analogy, the way I can put it is, I'm sure everyone here from time to time has rented a car. I rent plenty of cars when I travel. If you've seen the Emerald Club commercial on TV, right? The commercials, that's what I do. You bypass the desk and you go out and jump in a car and you drive it away, right? Well, cars have similar features, right? You get in, you sit in the driver's seat, you got a steering wheel, air conditioning, you got dash, but no two cars are alike, right? When you get in a rental car, you got to figure out, okay, how do I turn on the air conditioner? How do I turn on the radio? You know, how do I adjust my seat? It's all different. So that's kind of the way it is for our guys over there. It is a motorhome, but every motorhome is built a little bit different, and Winnebago certainly is a different product than most of the other motorhome products out there are built. So that's the process we're going through right now. We're building a series of pilots. We'll start production here just a few months down the road, and we're very much looking forward to that. As David mentioned, we've got some large operational machines that are being built for us right now that will be delivered over the next few months. We'll get those installed in the plant, and hopefully at some point in the future we'll have plant tours, and hopefully if you're back in the area you'll come in and we can give you a tour of the brand new Winnebago manufacturing facility here in Junction City, Oregon. So, questions for me? Yes, ma'am. The question she has is, when we're up and running, which models are we going to be building here? And we will be building Winnebago's highest price point, highest Highline diesel, which is our Winnebago Tour model. And then we'll follow that with the Winnebago Journey diesel pushers also. And then as time goes by, we'll integrate other models into that, but those will be the two primary products that we'll start production off of. Yes. We do have a customer service facility also here in Junction City. Winnebago does already, yes. It's actually started up right now, but we're actually mostly servicing Country Coach product right now. Yes. The plan is that they would have a very good inventory of the mostly used parts, yes, here in Junction City. That would be the plan. Yes, sir. The question is, where is it located? It's located on 4th Street, right here in Junction City. Yes, sir. We have our Grand National Rally in July in Forest City, Iowa. You know, there's been some discussion about that. We haven't really pinpointed anything specific at this point, but that's been brought up several times, and I would foresee that happening at some point in the future. Well, I grew up in Southern California, but I lived in Iowa for 3 years, so usually May is a very good month, and maybe October, and then it's either really cold or really hot. So I know what you're talking about. Okay, great questions. Anybody else? Well, thank you very much for having us. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.